What is up, you guys? It is your boy Brent Biggers here, and today's video we're going to be talking about, or actually doing, my rankings video. I know I already just made recently a rankings video on the divisions, but personally, I like making ranking videos. Today we're going to be ranking modern zombies maps, which are going to be very interesting. I don't really know if I want to include like 3 of the specific modes, but I guess I will include them. So, what do I mean by modern zombies? I mean by Cold War to now, which is BO6. So, we're going to be ranking them worst to best. And starting off with the worst, we have Duron Thong. I mean, do I have anything else to say? It launched terribly. There was no Pack-a-Punch camo. There's no Easter egg. I mean, what else do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Then the next on our list is, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce it, but Terra. I'm going to just pronounce Terra, because sometimes I say another word which I don't really want to pronounce it. Or I guess I could say it in English, which I'm pretty sure is called the Cursed Earth. I'm pretty sure in English, but whatever. Honestly, it's just Duron Thung, but a different map and a wonder weapon. And it actually has a Pack-a-Punch camo on launch, and I guess there's an Easter egg. That's it. So, yeah, in a nutshell, just another bad mode. And next on the list is the Archon, which is literally just what I just mentioned, but it has green textures and it has a boss fight. Literally, that's it. I'm sorry that I have made these first 3 entries very simple, but it's because there's nothing to talk about, because these are just garbage. Then the next on the list, I have, without a doubt in my mind, it is going to be Firebase Z. Firebase Z, I'm just not a big fan of. Obviously, I haven't done the Easter egg myself, which is probably one of the reasons maybe why. Same thing with the Archon, but it just doesn't get me interested in doing it. Like, this map, yeah, it looks cool, and it's actually kind of original for once, but it has so many tedious things about it. It's not fun. Like, the Ray K is not a good wonder weapon. It is arguably probably the worst wonder weapon in the game, and it's kind of sad to say that. I would rather have a ray gun over this freaking wonder weapon, which is sad to say, like I just said. And again, the Easter egg is bad. The boss fight in this map is literally just a wall that you shoot at for 5 seconds if you have freaking Ring of Fire. So it's just, I don't know what else I have to say. It's kind of just, that map that it is. And easily the worst map, in my opinion, on this list. And then next I have the Tomb. Honestly, these are both very interchangeable to me, but the Tomb, I think, is just slightly better because at least it has more engaging high rounds. The Easter egg is garbage. Like, I'm going to just say that right away. The fact that the ice staff and just getting it is like half the Easter egg is not a good sign at all. Because all you're doing then afterwards is 4 trials, and then that's it. How is that fun? Like, can I say that right now? This Easter egg took me literally 3 attempts, and at launch, it was like basically impossible to do the boss fight without the glitch. It was stupid, and I think it was one of the most dumbest things I have personally ever seen in my life. Seeing that a piece of furniture being a boss fight is, again, garbage. I just think the trials were garbage. The only thing that was good, decent, at least on this map, was the boss fight's uniqueness, high rounds, and the blood sacrifice. Those are the only things that were cool on this map. Outside of that, this map is very dull and it's pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. Then next on the list, we have the Modern Warfare 3 mode. I don't really have much to say about this. I did play it a little bit, and I did have, like, somewhat fun with it, but honestly, one of the biggest problems was it's just the lack of updates, because this, out of anything, does deserve a lot of updates, because otherwise it will just end terribly, which is exactly what it did. It started off very well, but then it died off very quickly due to the lack of updates, and also lack of unique updates, which kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie. Then next on the list, we have Shi No Numa Reborn. You already know this isn't going to be going that far. Shi No Numa Reborn, honestly, I think is a really fun experience in Vanguard standards. But if we're talking about just it as a whole, it's decent. It's nothing terrible. And, it's decent high rounds, minus the Vanguard systems, and it also has a very fun Easter egg, which I can't say with a lot of these modern zombies maps, but it does have at least a fun Easter egg to it. And I think it's also just decent. But the boss fight's kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Then next on the list, now we're actually kind of getting close to the good stuff. We have Forsaken. I did like the boss fight. I did like the Easter egg. I like the Crystal Axe a lot. But there is one simple thing that is holding this map back a lot, and it is the design of the map. The design of the map has to be one of the worst designs ever. It is literally, in a nutshell, teleporters around the map, and there's almost no fast travel, and also it's just terrible structurally. It's oh my god, like I can't tell you how bad this map design is. It's garbage, but everything is okay though. I like the Easter egg. I think the boss fight's also pretty cool and unique, way more unique than some of the BO6 boss fights, which I'll get to that later. And then also, you know, the Easter egg's kind of cool. I also like the factor that, well, you have the Crystal Axe, which is probably one of the most unique and fun wonder weapons of all time. And, you know, there's just no question to that. Now we're finally getting onto the good stuff. And on to the next part on my list, I have Liberty Falls next on the list. Liberty Falls is just a fun, casual map. There's not really much to say. There's an Easter egg, which honestly feels very just, well, easy and simple, which I'm not a big fan of it, not gonna lie. But, and also the boss fight is just kind of lame too. This is easily the worst boss fight, in my opinion, in BO6, if you even call it. It's really just a holdout in a nutshell, but it's not bad, but it could definitely do a lot better. Then next on the list, we have D Machine. This is another map that I haven't done the Easter egg for, but it is something I kind of want to look at towards the future because it's actually pretty interesting and fun. And next on the list, and actually, I think I should put this below D Machine. So this is before D Machine. We have Outbreak. Outbreak is just a mode that honestly began kind of the terrorize of, well, zombies as a whole. Obviously with Vanguard and then MW3, but Outbreak, I still see myself having decent amount of time and fun playing this every now and then. I play this every now and then, and I have fun playing it every now and then. Which I haven't played MW3 since, so I actually don't know if I would have fun if I go back and play that or not. Anyway, moving on to the next on the list, and speaking of next, we have the most recent Zombies map. We have Shatter Vale. This is, in my opinion, I think a very, very good map. And honestly, close to great, but there are some issues with this map. One issue, for example, is why the hell are we using an Ether Shroud for a step of the Easter egg? Honestly, the Easter egg as a whole isn't really that great. It's kind of like you kind of have to predict the stuff a little bit, and it's kind of annoying. I also hate that equipment is also a thing because again, you need to use the prestigious stuff or you have to be a specific level. I know they give you this stuff also kind of on the map, but still, it kind of pisses me off the fact that that's how this works. So it's kind of annoying, but it does have a decent Easter egg, but everything else is not that bad minus the Wonder Weapon. I can't believe that we got a Ray Gun Mark II Wonder Weapon again, and the Wunderwaffe again. Like, seriously, it's just kept. Can we just, like, stop having, like, just Wonder Weapons that don't feel unique? Like, I would say the last Wonder Weapon that we had that was actually unique was the Beam Smasher. Yes, the swords were unique. Yes, but it's 4 elemental swords. Doesn't that kind of remind you with the Rising Dragon Origins? But the Beam Smasher is actually unique because nothing actually like stuns the zombies and also shoots them at the same time and increase your damage from the fact. So it's just, I wish that there was more unique Wonder Weapons, which I hope that's the case with Janus Towers, but with the rumors that there could potentially be a Cerberus Wonder Weapon on this map, we just have to wait and see. Then next on the list, and these are now the only great maps on this list, which I think the only ones I have not mentioned were Citadel des Morts, Mauer, and Terminus. And next on the list, we have Citadel Daymore. This was a map that I feel like got overhyped on launch, and I mean, I'm not saying to a degree, like, oh, it got super duper hyped. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but it kind of did die down with people a lot. But to me, it's kind of been the same. It's a great map and it has a great Easter egg, but there are some issues. Obviously, again, the Easter egg, the one most annoying thing is you have to unlock all the swords and all the incantations during the Easter egg. It is a chore to do all of that. I did like the trials. I like the trial steps though, where you have to like kill things. The orb trial was really fun. It's like outside of I think just getting all the items in general, which can be kind of tedious, it's actually pretty fun, and eye rounds are also pretty fun as well. Minus the boss bands, which obviously that's just a BO6 thing. You can't really escape that. So overall, great map with a great boss fight. I did wish it was a little bit more unique than it just be, oh, we're something we're shooting at and they're chasing us. Kind of like the same thing with the Z-Rex. The Z-Rex feels a little bit more different, at least. Then with the second spot on this list, and this is a very tough decision because I actually haven't completely said what was my favorite map so far, Terminus or Mauer, but I think I do have to put Mauer on this list or right here. I don't hate like let me make this very clear right away. I don't hate a lot of things in this map. Maybe the only complaint I probably would have with this map, unlike on Terminus, it's just the fact that there isn't a unique boss to the map. Like, for example, like the Panzer Soldat, well, yeah, the Disciple's pretty cool, but it's kind of just a little bit of a punching bag and more just, oh, a vampire in a nutshell. While the Panzer Soldat and the Mangler that were also just used in the previous maps, Tempest as well, etc. I don't know what else do I have to say. I mean, this map is, though, very, very good. And again, this is a map that I still think is criminally underrated. If it weren't for the operators, I think this would be potentially one of the greatest maps of all time. And I feel like a lot of people would be talking about this map a little bit more if it just had an actual crew, which unfortunately it did not. Then the last spot on this list, we have Terminus. I mean, I don't really think there's anything problems with it. It has better side Easter eggs than Mauer Totem. In my opinion, it has a more interesting wonder weapon. No offense to Cerberus, I still think it's interesting. It has a unique enemy to the map. It has a cool boss fight. I mean, it's what else do you ask for? There's islands. It's the biggest map of all time. I don't know what else I have to say to make this map great. This map is honestly near perfect. I'm not going to lie. I will wish that the wonder weapon was a little bit better. Like, I do think it's better unique than the Cerberus, but the Cerberus is indeed better as a wonder weapon than the Beam Smasher. Because the Beam Smasher, the best thing it does in the later rounds is just to stun the zombies. Which I won't say that is a bad thing, but it isn't a great thing either. Because guess what? You kind of want a wonder weapon that can kill zombies, not just stun them. Word of advice, which is why I wish it was that buff, but it hasn't. But besides that, great. I mean, like, there's cool skips, there's cool side Easter eggs, like the crabs, the talisman one, the main quest, which is honestly really, really cool. And I love the fact that this map, like, almost doesn't feel like a facility map in some occasions. Like, yeah, I say this to some extent. Because obviously it is a facility map underground, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't feel like it. Like, it feels like we're literally just in the ocean with a mutated stuff everywhere. It kind of is what it feels like, and I really like that, actually. Like this map actually make, like, the vermin, the amalgam actually fit on the map. Unlike other maps, like, for example, Citadel Daymore, The Tomb, Shattered Vale, etc. Whatever the frick these things are even on the map. So I'm very, very happy, to say the least, that this is probably one of the best maps that I personally have ever played that isn't in the non-modern zombies era. Because I think, honestly, it's probably I had to include my favorite, it would probably either be Shadows, Zetsubo, or Horizon Track. It's one of the three. But anyways, guys, I really do hope you guys enjoy this video. Disagree or agree in the comment section about predictions. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Deuces.